I would appreciate your time this morning. With Eli, I know this year there's maybe you guys are relying more upon him offensively, and he's more primary option than he was last season. I guess just how do you feel like he's handled that adjustment, and have you noticed a difference in how opponents are maybe guarding him this year compared to last year?
Well, he's been doing a great job for us. We obviously asked a lot more of him from both ends of the floor. Every night he's always guarding the best offensive player on the wing. And we've been asking him to have more of a scoring load to help us as we transition some of our younger guys into playing in conference. We think he's handled it very well. Obviously, when you become more of a main option, teams try to defend you a little bit different.
And you mentioned that you guys are asking more from, I guess, just how do you make sure to maybe not overexert him or maybe put too much on his plate at times?
That's been a tough part for us. He's our leader. Naturally, he wants to accept more of the load on both ends of the floor, as well as leading our guys in the locker room. Right now, we just have to continue to try to move forward, and it's all hands on deck. Everybody has to go out and empty the tank and give us what they got.
Thanks.
Next up is Clayton Safey from the Wolverines.
Yeah, Coach, just wondering what your reaction was when Frankie had that alley-oop little lay-in type of thing. And then, just in terms of the guards you've coached, including in the NBA, is he one of the more kind of bouncy and athletic guys that you've been around at that position specifically?
The first one I was, oh, no, yes. So the loud. So, it was one of those type of players, but he is probably one of the most athletic guys I've had the opportunity to coach. And, now we just have to continue to work and have him pick his points where, he can really impact the game both ends of the floor with this athleticism as well as this defensive pressure.
How far have you seen him come defensively? Seems like he's not missing as many assignments the last few games.
He's gotten a lot better, and we feel like all of our younger guys have, and we know it's a matter of time, adjusting from playing at high school to the college level, and then as we get into the Big Ten level, so it's another jump as well. So we got to continue to work with him. I think he is improving. I think he has a better understanding of what we're asking him to do on that side of the ball.
Next up is Alejandro from the Michigan Insider.
Hey there. Phil Martelli has spoken about having conversations with Devontae and making sure Devontae Jones stays aggressive. What sort of conversations have you had with him, especially lately, as he seems to have gotten his feet under him a little bit?
I think he's starting to become more comfortable, knowing what we want and what is expected of him at that position. And we knew it was going to be a learning curve for him because it's a new offense, it's a new setting for him. I think he's really worked very hard, extremely hard to improve and to really be able to pick his points on where he can become a little bit more aggressive offensively, as well as running the team.
You mentioned a learning curve there. How far along the learning curve would you say he is at this point?
It's all about him being comfortable. I mean, he knows all our sets. Just him embracing, how he can find himself within what we're running on the floor and really figuring out what are the first and second options or third options on the play sets that we're running.
Next up, Coach, is Andrew Kahn from MLive.
Hey, Howard. As far as Eli being a coach on the floor, because that's something that other teammates and coaches have said, I guess what does that mean? I guess if you can give an example of him demonstrating that.
Well, whenever we, after free throws, you see guys usually huddle up on the floor, dead ball situations. Just to have someone like Eli out there to be a calming presence for our guys, to keep us calm and have us understanding what we need to be doing and what to look for during those little breaks. We have so many guys that have not experienced playing at this level and know what to expect. So have someone out there that's been through the trenches and through the wars really helps them to calm their nerves and have a calming presence on the group.
Was that your role at times? I mean, as a point guard in your career, to be that guy?
Usually, it's reserved for the point guard to keep everybody on the same page, to settle and have a calming influence, as well as having them organized on the floor too.
Gotcha. Thanks.